Hi, my name is Alessandro Gangelosi and that's a new tip tutorial coming from cgcookie.com for Max Cookie. This time I'd like to talk about a simple feature we have in 3ds Max, but that can be really useful when you play with rendering engine and when you need to play maintaining the same parameters for different rendering type. Inside the render setup, you see that we have on the down area there the possibility to choose the rendering engine there, if iterative or production, or if you have to use the active shade. Then you see that we have the possibility to use a camera and to lock it, and that's really useful. So every time you click over render production to render the last one, you don't need to think about which viewport is selected, because it will use the view you set there. But the feature I like to talk about is the preset channel there. And you see that we have, let's have this window a little bit lower. You see that we have some presets ready, done by the Autodesk, and I'm talking about the 3ds Max scanline with some feature there, the lighting analysis and the inventory one. You see that we have the daylight eye, daylight and idle line and no GI. And you see that we have also a preset, and it's named FFX, and that's mean film effects. And I saved it to maintain some presets for some film effects render. You see that we have there the possibility to load preset and to save preset. The preset can contain all the information you have there inside the render setup, and it works with all the third-party rendering engine. So the interesting way is that, for example, I can have this configuration with all the parameters, and I can go there and say save preset, and you see that it is asking for a name, and let's call it, for example, final render. Okay, and you see that then we have the select preset category, and it is asking to understand what we'd like to save. And you see that there we have the parameters, and we have the common, that's this one. We have the effects, and the effects is there inside the rendering environment. The environment, and we have the environment there inside the rendering menu. And then we have the rendering elements there, and we have a general final render stage 1. In the final render stage 1, we can save the final render, ray tracer, and indirect illumination stuffs. Obviously, if you have a different rendering engine, you can save different stuffs. And as you see, we can obviously just select, for example, one, or we can decide to save just the common and the effects environment using the control key, or maybe just the common and the final render stage 1. So it's really simple and useful. And when you like to have all these parameters, and let's think about, for example, to save just the render elements, because, for example, in this case, we like to have in output all these passes and layers for an entire set of shots rendered with final render on different scenes. So we can go there, and we can say save preset, and we can name final render, and then save, and we decide to have just the render elements and save. Okay, everything is saved inside this one, final render, and cancel. And let's think about, for example, to load, to change everything, cancel. And let's think to have, for example, a scene done using a mental ray. Okay, so it's different, and we remove everything from the render elements. So we have a different rendering engine, and we have different properties there, and we can go there and select final render, and you see it is saying that inside the preset we have just the render elements. If we have more elements, we can select which elements we like to import. Let's say load, and if we go there, you see that we have the old configuration for the preset. Let's think, for example, now to load a different stuffs like this one, scanline radiosity high. You see that we have different stuffs. We can select the environment and just the scanline render and load. And you see that we have now the scanline render, obviously because we say we load the scanline preset, and we have all the other stuff set as the previous one. So we have just, for example, the retracer, and the render elements is coming from the old one. If we go, for example, in the film effects, is loading. Okay, render elements, load, and you see that we have the render elements I prepared for some film effects scenes. You see we had just the alpha, the fire, the smoke, and you see the depth. So that's the way you can use the preset. You can save and load all the preset you like to have, and it's really useful to have the possibility to use parameters and configuration for the rendering engine, and also for different rendering engine. So you have not to set manually all the stuff every time, but you have the possibility to use it to make it to have a better workflow. So for the moment that's all, and I hope to see you back on Max Cookie to check for new tutorial coming from cgcookie.com. Bye.